Hello students, today we are going to see assignment number 4. So in this assignment number 4 we have two sub assignments, that is 4A and 4B. So assignment number 4A is regarding how to configure FTP server, and assignment number 4B is how to configure web server. So today we'll see how to configure FTP server first. Okay, so before configuring FTP server in detail, so let us discuss about FTP first. What is FTP and for what purpose we are using this FTP protocol? Okay, so FTP means it is a file transfer protocol. Okay, and its main purpose is to transfer a file from server to client and vice versa, that is from client to server. Means with the help of this FTP in the network, easily we can download the file from server to client, and also we can easily upload file from client to server. Okay, so this uploading and downloading task is performed by the file transfer protocol in the network. Okay, suppose you want to download any mp3 file from the server. Okay, so what you'll do, you'll go to the website. Okay, so there you'll search the file, that mp3 song which you want to download, and then you're clicking on the download button, so automatically your downloading will start. Actually this FTP is responsible to download that file, so FTP will download that mp3 song from the server to your PC. Okay, like this we'll see here how to download file from the server to client and how to upload file from client to server. Okay, so this is done with the help of file transfer protocol, right? So let us start with its implementation, its configuration. So here we'll implement this uh, FTP server using Cisco packet tracer. So I'm going to show you with the help of this Cisco packet tracer how to configure FTP server, then how to upload file from client to server, and how to download file from server to client. Okay, configure this FTP server. I'm going to take one server from this end devices. Click on the end devices. Here you'll get all the end devices like PC, laptop, server. Okay, any smartphone, TV, like that. So I will select one server from this list. Okay, click on this server and paste, click here on this white space. Okay, so I have taken one server, then I will take one I will take two PCs here, this PC1 and PC0 and PC1, right? Then I'll take one switch from the networking devices here, one router and switch. First I'll take one router, that is 2901, any router you can take. So I'll take this router here and one switch. Okay, so to perform this practical, this assignment, what I did is I had taken one server, one router, one switch, and two PCs here. So I'll connect now these two pieces to switch first using this automatic connection. Okay, click on this PC. Okay, connect this PC 0 to switch first, then PC 1 to switch. Similarly, connect this server to this router. Okay, again this switch to this router. Okay, so I have connected this server to this router, and this switch to this router, and already I connected these two pieces to this switch. Okay, now this is our FTP server, and we have two pieces here. So we'll see here how to download the file from this FTP server to this PC. Okay, and how to upload a file from this PC to this server. Okay, So first, okay, after connecting this server to router, then this switch to router. Now first we'll assign the IP address to the router first. See, this router has, just click on this router. So go to config here. So this has two interfaces, that is gigabit ethernet 0/0 and gigabit ethernet 0/1. Okay, so you can use this two, 0/0 to connect a server to router, and this 0/1 to connect the switch to router. Okay, so anyone you can use. So let us see to which port we have connected server, and to which port we have connected PC. Okay, so just if we click on this line, okay, this wire, so we are using 0/0 to connect server to this router. This 0/0 interface we are using, and this another one is 0/1. So 0/1 we are using to connect the switch to router now. Okay, so click on this router, go to this config, and click on this 0/0. Yeah, okay, so here assign IP address to this interface. Okay, see, this interface 0/0 interface belongs to the server now. Okay, so we should give the address which belongs to the server IP address, right? So here I'll give 10.10.10.1 as a interface address, okay, which belongs to the server, right? So just click on the subnet mask. Automatically you'll get the subnet mask here, that is 255.0.0.0. Okay, and then you have to turn on this port by clicking on uh, this port status. Okay, now close it. So now that will go to another interface, that is 0/0. So it's 0/1 is for switch here. Now you can give the IP address which belongs to this two PCs here. Okay, this PC IP address. Now here I'll give 192.168.0.1. Okay, and subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, because this is our class C address. So its default subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Okay, and then turn on this interface, right? Now close this window. Next is after assigning IP address to the router ports, that is interfaces, we'll assign IP address to PC, this PC0 and PC1. Okay, so click on this PC0. Okay, go to config. Okay, so here go to this fast Ethernet, click on this fast Ethernet, and your IP address is, or directly you can go to desktop, go to IP config. Okay, here you can give the IP address to this PC. I'll give this IP address as 192.168.0. See, already one we are given to the what we call interface. Okay, router interface. So here I'll give 2 here to this PC, because this PC belongs to that network, that is 192.168.0, and subnet mask will get as a 255.255.255.0, and the default gateway is for this is the default gateway is this interface address, so that is 192.168.0.0. means for these two PCs the default gateway is this interface address, so its address is 192.168.0.1 for both the PC. Okay, then close this window. Similarly, go to this another PC, PC1, go to click on the desktop, then click on RP configuration here. Now already we are given the IP address as 192.168.0.1 to this interface, and 192.168.0.2 to this PC. Now we'll give .3 to this PC1. Okay, that is 192.168.0.3. Okay, and the default gateway is 192.168.1. Sorry, 0.1, right? So assigning IP address to PC, the task already we completed here. Now Okay, so now assign IP address to this server. Okay, so first we'll rename this server. We'll give name to this server as a FTP server. Click on this server, go to config, and here display name is server 0. I'll give here FTP server. I'll change this name FTP server. Okay, then go to this fast Ethernet. Okay, so or else go to this desktop, click on this IP configuration, and see already we know this interface ID, it is 10.0.0, sorry, 10.10.10.1. Okay, so and as I told you, this interface belongs to this server. Okay, so we'll give the address to this server. Okay, which is related to this 10.10.10.1. So here I'll give IP address as a 10.10.10.2 because one we are given to this interface. Okay, and as you know, this is class A address, so its default mask is 255.0.0.0. Okay, okay, and the default gateway is 10.10.10.1. Right, now close this window. Okay, now so we have given IP address to router, then IP address to the PC1, that is both PCs here, and IP address to server. Okay, now now we'll go to the services provided by this FTP server. Okay, so as I told you in the beginning, so this FTP server is transferring sorry, this FTP protocol is transferring files from client to server and server to client. Okay, so let us discuss the services of this FTP server. So click on this FTP server, sorry, services. So you'll get all these different types of services. So as I told you, we have, this is our FTP server. So click on the FTP. Okay, so you'll get these options here, these options, the username, password. So by default it is on, right? And already they have given by default the username as a Cisco and password as Cisco, and the permissions are R, W, D and L. Means what? R stands for read, W means write, D for delete, and N for here it is actually N is for rename here, and L for list here. Okay, so like this, by default username password, you can use this username password, or you can create a new one. So I will create a new one, a new username here, like suppose I'll create a DYPCOE. This is one username, and password is test123. Okay, so password is test123, and username is DYPCOE. Okay, and you can give the permissions here, like write, read, delete, all permissions you can give, or you can give a few permissions. So I'm giving all the permissions to this one. So click on the add here. So this will be added. Now this is our new username and password, and the permissions I've given all permissions, that is read, write, delete, rename and list. Okay, so you can use either this newly created username and password, or you can use old ones, old, anyone you can use. Okay, now then close this window. Okay, so by clicking on this service tab, so we have given means we have set the username and password. Okay, now means to access the server, so client should know the username and password. If he knows the username password, then only client can access the files from the server. I mean to say that client can access the FTP server if the username and password is correct. Okay, so for that purpose we have given here username and password. Okay, now close this tab. Okay, now go to now see, go to this PC0. Okay, so here on this PC0, Okay, now go to this PC1. Now I'll show you how to upload a file. First, I'll show you how to create a file on this PC0. Then upload the same file to this server, right? And then I'll show you how to download that file, created file, from the server to this PC. Okay, so I'll show you our uploading file from PC0 to server and downloading file from this FTP server to PC1. Okay, first we'll create a file on this PC0. Click on this PC0, go to text editor. Okay, click on this desktop and then go to text editor. So I'm going to create here one text file. Okay, so I'll type here some data. Okay, so this is our assignment number 4. This is our assignment number 4A, right? It is FTP server. Okay, now close this file. So close this window. So while closing this window, it will ask the name of this file. We have to store this file here. So click on the save button. So I'll give the name as a test.txt because this is a text file. Click on OK. Okay, so I have created a file on this PC0. Now I will upload this file from PC0 to what we call to FTP server. Okay, so before uploading file from PC0 to FTP server, we have to access this FTP server. Okay, so to access this FTP server, okay, click on this PC, go to command prompt. Okay, to access this FTP server, we have to type the command like FTP space and then the FTP server IP address. So it is 10.10.10.2. Then click enter. So see, it will just now trying to connect this FTP server. So it is already connected. Now it will ask the username. As I told you, if any client is trying to access the FTP server, so client has to give username and password, okay, for authentication purpose. Now here so I'm going to use now a newly created username and password, that is DYPCOE. Okay, username. It will ask password now. Password is test123. Yes, now it will show it is logged in. Okay, means my username and password is correct now. So you'll get this FTP, then get another symbol here. Now means you are accessing now the FTP server, okay, from this PC0. Now upload file from PC0 to server now, right? So to upload the file from PC0 to server or any PC to server, the command is put space then the server address here, or you put space. So which file you want to upload, the file name now. Put file name is test.txt. So this file already I created, and this file I'm uploading on the server. So this is the syntax here. So you have to use this command, put space test.txt, then press enter. Now see, it is writing a file test.txt to this FTP server. So it is in progress. So this is the file size, it is 39 bytes. Okay, so already it is copied, okay, in this 0.09 seconds. Now I will see whether this file is uploaded on this FTP server or not. Okay, just type dir this directory, so you'll get this finally you'll get this test.txt. so this file is available now on the server, FTP server. So like this we can upload a file from PC to FTP server. Okay, so we have transferred one file from PC, that client to server. Okay, so this is the main purpose of FTP protocol, file transfer protocol. Okay, similarly, I will close it now. Now suppose already the file is available on this server. Now this file I will try to download on this PC1, right? So click on this PC1. Okay, again the same process you have to follow. Go to command prompt. Okay, and access this FTP server. FTP space then server IP address 10.10.2. Okay, here also it will ask username password DOP and password is test 123. Yes, now PC1 also it is connected to FTP server. Now download the file. So the command to download the file is get. So put for uploading and get for downloading. Get space then file name test.txt. See, we are reading now file from this server. It is in progress. So already it is size is 39 bytes and it is copied in 0.03 seconds, right? So like this we can download the file from uh, FTP server to client. Okay, so as I told you in the beginning, with the help of this file transfer protocol, client can can upload the file to the server, and client can download the file from server. So that both tasks we completed, right? So this is about the FTP server now. So like this we can configure FTP server, and we can, after configuring FTP server, okay, so we can upload the file onto the server and we can download the file from the server. So keep in mind here, as per the syllabus, they are asking some commands here. So these two commands, like to access the server, we have command is FTP space then server IP address, and to upload the file, the command is put space file name, and to download the file, the command is get space file name. Okay, so these three commands you have to remember, right? So thank you, students.